Well, I wanted more answers to the whole thing with Anna and her father, and looks like I'm about to get it with this paralogue I've never done. Anna and Gilbert hope to acquire the hero's relic of House Dominic from Annette's uncle, Baron Dominic. Uh-oh.
My thank you so much.
We gotta go fight Unky?
Professor, do you have a moment?
Of course.
I would hear your opinion on our situation. Given our current fighting power, what sort of challenge do you expect we pose to the Empire? Do we have any hope of victory?
Our preparations are lacking.
So we agree. However, in order to strengthen our forces, we...
Why would anyone put a barrel here? Oh, that really smarts. Oh, hello, Father.
Father? Oh wait, I already know this.
Another stupendous fall.
As though you care about my well-being. Anyway, Professor, I'm heading out for a bit.
Where are you going?
I was thinking of going to visit my uncle.
To see my brother? Why is that, Annette?
I want to ask him to entrust me with the hero's relic of House Dominic. The fight from here on out is gonna be tough. I need to do whatever I can to get stronger. The best thing we can do, as far as I can tell, is to have another hero's relic at our disposal.
You are not wrong, yet it will not be easy.
Why's that?
Under pressure from Cornelia, House Dominic is maintaining a pro-imperial stance. That makes us his enemy. Brother or no, he will not hand over a hero's relic to us.
But he's not a bad person, and we'll never know unless we ask, right? And Mother might be there too.
The Dominic region is, at present, enemy territory. There is no guarantee you can see them safely.
Fine, be that way. It's not like I was planning to ask for your help anyway. Professor, don't worry about me. I'll be back soon, and with a relic no less.
Annette, wait! She never listens. So frustrating. However, if she were able to retrieve the hero's relic, it would prove a great boon to our forces. Perhaps I should prepare myself for the worst. I shall travel with Annette to see my brother. Professor, might I ask you to take on a task for me? It is entirely possible that we shall be captured in the Dominic region. In anticipation of that, I would ask that you wait outside of the region with an army at your command.
Of course.
I cannot say with confidence that we will be able to bring back the hero's relic without issue. While it pains me to ask this favor of you, I must also thank you for accepting.
So they're not going to be in my army. They're going to be like on the ally side, or they're going to show up like the do later, and then, well, only one way to find out. Ah, so they are on my side. Damn it! Stay with the do. You keep the do alive. Okay, so obviously they can't fall.
Please give me the hero's relic.
Even in this land, the Empire's eye shines bright. To hand over such a weapon to you, our enemy, is unthinkable.
We are well aware. Brother, I beg you, for the sake of the kingdom's revival.
I cannot. If it becomes known that I gave you aid, my lands will be annexed in a bitter instant.
Then we must relent. Annette, there is nothing for us here. We should go.
No. Letting you simply leave will invite accusations of collusion. I must take you as my hostages.
So, it has come to pass after all.
Annette, live here with me. You needn't return to that helpless band of rebels without a glimmer of hope for victory.
You're wrong. That will never happen, Uncle.
Your mother is also here in this land. Do not dismiss my proposition so readily.
Oh, fuck.
We can't afford to stay here. Father, we have to run.
Be calm, Annette. I assumed something like this would happen. If we do not come back, the professor will come to get us. We need but wait and keep faith.
I'm your girl. Can't afford to lose. No matter what, I have to return to the professor. To His Highness. To everyone.
My orders?
I hope I didn't fuck us over.
All in his service. Had to be done. A step forward.
What's my strategy?
I do this for all of us. Still here. At your service.
Another victory.
I'll comply. See you in the eternal flames. Leave it to me.
Put me in there.
Our allies are being held in that stronghold in the southeast. Please, rescue them quickly.
What's the plan?
Ooh.
Don't bother haunting me. I owe you one.
I will prevail.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, is that for everybody surrounding me?
You ready? I have to do this.
that it?
Let's think carefully.
I'm not quite ready to die.
Child!
You're done. I'm sorry.
I hope this does not come back to bite me, or else I'm starting this whole thing over again.
Ineffective.
I disposed of doubt long ago.
Witness frigid pride.
Burn until we meet again. I said.
Ha! Right to the last you hope to strike me down. In that case, I will also lay my cards on the table and commit all my resources to this fight.
Reinforcements? That will make life more difficult.
You're all going down.
Oh no. Ah, fuck.
It's for your own good. You must understand, Annette.
I'm gonna go right back to the beginning.
Uncle, I beg.
Even in...
We are...
I cannot.
Then we must...
No.
So...
Annette,
You're wrong.
your mother is...
We can't afford to stay here. Father, we have to run.
Be calm. If we do not, we need but...
I am prepared.
So what I'm gonna do differently is I'm gonna just not have them attack at all, the guards around them at all.
I'll comply.
I'll destroy you!
See you in the eternal flames.
How reassuring.
I will prevail. You are in my way! I fight for justice's name. Amazing!
What's my strategy?
At your service.
My thanks.
Put me in there.
What's the plan?
Our allies are being held in that stronghold in the southeast. Please, rescue them quickly.
Whatever it takes.
I was just stronger.
I do this for all of us.
Shit.
It won't be in vain. Leave it to me.
Worth a try.
Failed this time too.
A tragic end.
I will break you!
Got him.
Cut a path for His Highness. The better to serve His Highness.
Not bad. Eventually, I too will fall.
We can't be careless.
Thanks.
This is for everyone's good.
Reinforced?
With all of my might! Witness Brigid pride! For Brigid, I find strength to carry on. I'll try harder too. I'll get through this.
Uh-oh.
had to be done. No matter what, I have...
It's for your own.
My orders?
I'm your girl. Now!
At least one of them can't move.
Too weak for this world.
Oh my god, no!
What's my strategy? I'll comply.
Leave it to me. I am prepared. Luck wasn't with you.
I feel my strength building. At your service.
Thank you.
What's the plan? Don't bother haunting me. Nice.
I will prevail. I do this for all of us.
Put me in there.
God, even crits are worthless.
You're done. You ready?
I hope she can take 28 hits. Well, there aren't even 28 enemies, so it should be fine.
Allow me to demonstrate! Another victory. There is still room for improvement.
Let's keep our guard up. I'm nobody's fool.
This is about all I can do, honestly. This might be the hardest paralog battle I've ever done.
Can't pull back yet.
This is getting way out of hand.
A tragic end.
Ah, lost my healer.
You should have seen that coming. Gotta get stronger.
Punch that horse!
No chance. Eventually, I too will fall. Right? Sorry it's gotta be like this.
I'm with you.
It's time. it. See you in the eternal flames. Wasted effort.
So once I get Anna to safety, then I should be fine. Ah.
No, get away from me. I refuse to stay.
No! Thank goodness.
Pretty good, huh?
Oh, Bernadetta, you were one lucky girl.
If you're sure.
Soft. Child's play.
Atone for your sins. It won't be in vain.
I'm gonna haunt you if I die. Guess I got you. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, 2 crits in 1?
Still here. You are impressive.
wield this power for His Highness.
Now!
No use. You survive, I will win.
Not so fast!
Waste of a crit.
Weak.
I wouldn't laugh if I were you.
Pathetic.
Oh, but, sorry, that was Flame. Flame laughing at him.
Pathetic.
And that's why she's his adjutant.
Fire meets water. Each battle a victory.
I'll cut a path for His Highness.
All for our future.
On my honor as a knight. Reminds me of my youth.
You're incredible! I must lead them well. See you in the eternal flames. With each kill, more monstrous.
I'm your girl.
No strength left.
Ah, sorry, doesn't matter.
Ineffective. Don't underestimate me.
I feel my strength building.
I have my own reason for not giving up. The less I speak of it, the better.
was hoping to do a crit him, but he only had one. Got him.
So, this is it. I fought well in the end. I doubt Cornelia will think I cooperated with you. Take the hero's relic and go. And in return, promise to restore the kingdom.
Brother, I thank you.
And don't worry about your wife. Whatever happens, I swear I will protect her. When
How
all
can
of
you
this
if you're
is
dying?
over, you had better return to her. Make sure victory is yours, Gustav.
You have my word.
Well, at least it only took 9 turns. It felt like more because I repeated these twice. That one was painful.
My, thank you so much.
I cannot tell you how grateful we are for your assistance.
I don't know what would have happened if not for you. And thanks to you, I got this.
The magic hammer, Crusher.
Ooh.
The hero's relic of House Dominic. My brother would not surrender such a relic without a fight. I hope you understand.
I understand.
House Dominic is one of the 10 great bloodlines. Yet within the kingdom, we are mere feudal lords. With the Empire growing in strength, Dominic must kneel. To do otherwise would be suicide. The Western lords and other rulers are in the same situation. They all comply, albeit reluctantly. If we defeat the Empire, I hope the kingdom will rise once more, under the banner of a legitimate king.
I hope so too. That's why we can't give up.
To that end, Professor, we will require your help. I hope we can continue depending on you.
I'll do what I can.
Don't worry, we won't make you do all of the hard work by yourself. I'll give it my all too. Speaking of, I'm gonna get straight to training. Why would someone put a dumb wooden box here?
Is your thing tripping?
And please, look after my daughter as well.
God, somebody has to. Well, that was definitely interesting and worth my time. That was a challenge. I'm gonna... Oh, I wanted to do manual so I could switch the activity. Oh well.
Professor.
No, you're fine in the heavy armor class.
We did well enough.
Guess all that time wasn't wasted.
Age is but a number.
I'll make good use of this power.
Looks like I'm getting it.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I completed the task and I didn't even know it. I'm gonna rest so the creator sword can recover. There, I did manual this time. I want the dude's heavy armor skills to go back up and have him go with Caspar. There we go. I don't feel like instructing as much anymore because I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I decided to not do the Silver Snow route, at least not on this series. I'm gonna explore it for my own on my own time. But when I'm done with Blue Lions, I'm doing Black Eagles. Then I'm done with this game as far as streaming and everything until that new content pack comes out, which hopefully is worthwhile. Hopefully.
Let's...
Yeah, no problem.
Here is the result. War is an effective teacher.
I'm really getting it, I think.
I'm feeling good about this.
Guess all that time wasn't wasted.
I'm finally grasping this. I'm getting the hang of it. I always was a quick study.
Very well, then.
Seems my practice is paying off.
Alright, now for the Blood of the Eagle and Lion mission. This is gonna... Oh! Okay, this is probably the cutscene right before
There's
it.
quite a bit of fog settling in. We won't be able to advance our troops very far in this.
We won't be able to move at all until the fog lifts. No matter which path we take, we'll have to be patient and wait it out. Gilbert? No? Gustav. I would like to take this opportunity to speak with you about something. It's about the tragedy of Dusker. There's something about it I just can't wrap my head around.
I'm listening.
I lost a son in Dusker that day. I exhausted every last resource I had to investigate what took place there. I was startled to find that there wasn't a single shred of evidence to suggest that Lady Patricia's carriage had been attacked.
Go on.
Apart from His Highness, whose injuries left him on the verge of death, everyone else present at the time was slaughtered. Of all the victims, only the corpse of Lady Patricia, His Majesty's second wife, was never found. Isn't that right?
Surely that means she was abducted. There was no evidence of an attack, suggesting they threatened her, but did not kill her.
But what reason would they have to take her? Would it not have been better to kill her?
Perhaps she had some value as a diplomatic pawn.
Nonsense. In the many years since that day, has Lady Patricia ever been used thus?
No, not as far as I know. Then perhaps she was used for some political gain within the Empire.
Now that her daughter is the Emperor, what reason would she have to keep hiding her existence?
It is possible she passed away after returning to the Empire.
Gustav, I know this is hard for you to hear, but just consider what it would mean if Lady Patricia was involved with that incident.
Silence, Rodrigue. I will not allow you to tarnish her memory like that.
I do not mean to imply that she arranged His Majesty's murder or anything of the like. But Gustav, I cannot shake the feeling that the tragedy was part of a much larger conspiracy. There is more to it than we know. That much is certain.
Rodrigue! Gilbert! Please hurry!
To kill like this is inhuman.
This is one of the knights we dispatched to the leader of the Alliance. Tell me everything you know.
Sir, a soldier on patrol came across this knight a short while ago, in a rocky area not far from here. Someone from the Alliance must have disposed of the body there.
Is this how the Alliance chose to inform us that they have no intention of joining our cause?
That doesn't sound like Claude at all. Maybe it was the Empire.
Yes. I would not hesitate to believe them capable of this.
Whatever the truth is, the other knights we dispatched are in serious danger. It's best to assume that joining with the Alliance is out of the question now.
Even with Count Karen's support, this makes our situation grim.
I never expected the Alliance to help us. Anyone who stands in my way will be crushed beneath my feet.
It is time, dear brother.
I knew we should have been suspicious of that girl. Oh, we have supports, but they're going to have to wait. Where I'll probably have way more. Just want to check the certifications before we continue. Ooh, Mercedes can be a master now. She can be a Grimoire. Wow, look at that outfit. That is one snazzy outfit. I like that.
I'm so glad I passed.
Caspar too?
Oh yeah, nailed it.
Actually, how many supports do we have? Oh, we already have a bunch. Holy crap. Well, let's go get this mission done first. To war at Gronder. At Gronder Field, where the Battle of Eagle and Lion was once held. The House Leaders 5 years ago have a faithful reunion. This time, the contest between the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance is no mock battle. Oh no, I'm gonna have to kill Claude. Or can I simply avoid it?
Thank you. The Kingdom Army departs from the Great Bridge of Murden and marches south toward Enbar, the Imperial capital. Meanwhile, the Alliance Army follows from behind to invade Imperial territory, and the Empire has dispatched forces from Fort Mercius to intercept them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies, which will come to be known as the Battle at Gronder, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Thank you so much. I have gratitude. Thanks so much. I am grateful.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Thanks for reminding me to replenish. No, we need a flyer. Where did Ingrid go? Why is Raphael an adjutant to me?
Welcome. Is that the one? Is that the... Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
Alright, time to kill our former classmates.
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
And so we fight on.
It's gonna suck killing the golden deer. Like, it's really gonna suck.
You have finally appeared, Edelgard. Now, you are mine!
The Kingdom Army doesn't look too interested in joining forces with
Dimitri Skelly.
Let's take a moment to see how this all unfolds.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
Maybe if I attack Edelgard first, they won't. They won't.
Ready when you are.
They won't go after us.
At your service.
I am prepared.
I'll comply. Don't struggle. Eventually, I too will fall.
Very impressive.
I do this for all of us. I will prevail. I'm your girl.
What's my strategy? What's the plan?
Put me in there.
Mounted units, advance!
Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
See you in the eternal flames.
I'll keep moving forward.
Well done.
Atone for your sins.
Burn until we meet again. It won't be in vain.
Saw that coming.
All is going to plan. You knew the odds.
Wow, thanks. Thanks.
There are enemies in the central area. We need to head there immediately to protect it.
Pathetic. Ineffective.
That's why I had magic on.
This could turn the tides.
The Empire and Kingdom are mixed up in this battle. It's a struggle to target the right one. Such are the rules of melee. We'll just have to crush anyone who isn't an ally.
Great. I may not have a crest, but I'll give it my all. I am not going to hold back. I can't let down my dear old Claude.
Guys, I really don't want to do this to you.
Another victory.
You didn't forget about me, did you? Maybe you should just let me go.
I'm sorry, Hilda, but you have to die.
I have to get out of here. I'll die if I don't.
Oh, she didn't die.
Hilda, you've done well. Leave the rest to me.
Not for myself, for everyone.
Impressive.
You're a big help.
Next, get in line. That's a win for everyone. You're interfering with the plan. Looks like I'll just have to get rid of you.
It won't be in vain.
I sense an improvement.
Too weak for this world.
I must retreat.
Oh, no, Ingrid.
You ready?
done. I can't stop now.
Wait, I didn't have Flame with Dedu? That's odd. Oh, well, Flame's a good healer no matter who she's with. Alright, QB.
Fighting on will endanger my life. Your Majesty, I must withdraw.
No need to worry. We still have some troops left. So long as I stand, we won't give up.
I don't expect forgiveness. I don't know what happened.
I will not die here. Burn until we meet again.
This could turn the tides. All you...
Those fools who went up the hill will pay with their lives in the crimson flames.
Oh, fuck. Knew I should have gotten some flyers.
So you're actually alive, Teach. It's a shame you aren't on our side. Anyway, isn't the Empire your enemy? Us fighting seems like a waste.
I am helping Claude build the future of Fodlan. It's over for me. I did my best.
Ah. And he's
Sorry,
burning.
Nuts. I wasn't able to save you.
I can't hold back just because I know you. Sorry, but that's war. Don't underestimate us.
Ah, shit.
I thought we had a chance, but there was no way to predict the movements of the Kingdom Army. I can't afford to die here. I have to retreat.
Okay, so Claude doesn't die, but the attacking alliance can. sorry, but I got really sick of you talking about Captain Gerald even long after he was dead.
So, this is it. I did what I could, Captain Gerald.
Ah, she had to get one more in. That's a bad move.
I'm nobody's fool. Wait, that's it?
Here is something to believe in. Another victory.
I owe you.
You're all going down.
No use.
I'll get stronger.
Witness frigid
No matter what, I will not misplace my heart.
Not bad.
Excuse me! I had to protect my friends.
Knew you could do it.
What's
Probably gonna
next?
lose in that.
Just be careful.
Yep, there we go.
Injuries mean nothing. Wasted effort. All for our future.
I will destroy both the Kingdom and the Alliance. Now, with one fell swoop.
Oh, give me
I'll
this.
comply. Stab your chest, break your neck, smash your head. I will allow you to choose your own death.
I'm not interested in methods of dying. All that matters is when death takes place, not how. And I have no intention of dying today.
I'm sure all of the people you've slaughtered so far thought the same.
I lost. Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one. I must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
Oh, I was the MVP. How about that?
So, you think you can escape Edelgard?
Your Highness! You're alive. We have to retreat to the Great Bridge of Myrden.
That woman. We failed to capture her. I will keep pursuing. The rest of you, keep fighting!
I'm so sorry, but we can't do that. I understand how you feel, but the Imperial Army is closing in.
I'll kill all of them. No matter how many hundreds or thousands of them there are!
You! What are you doing here? It's too dangerous. Fall back, now!
You are...
Oh, it's that girl.
Thank you so much.
Have I caught you off guard, Your Highness? Aww, does it hurt? I bet it hurts real bad, doesn't it? But it's nothing compared to what my brother felt.
I'm gonna put the controller down. Right.
You will never be forgiven, you know. I will never forgive you.
You must be...
You filthy monster. It's time to die!
Dimitri!
Oh no.
Professor! Do it now!
Brother, help me.
Rodrigue! Your Highness, are you safe? Please tell me it wasn't in vain.
His punishment, it was mine to bear.
There are no sins or punishments on the battlefield.
No, don't die. Please don't die. Father, stepmother, Glenn, they all died and left me behind. Rodrigue, are you to join the ghosts who shadow my every move? This is my fault. I'm the one who killed you, as surely as though I had wielded the blade.
Your Highness, you have one thing terribly wrong. None of them, none of us, died for you. I'm dying for what I believe in, just as they did. Your life is your own. It belongs to no other, living or dead. Live for what you believe in. Dimitri, my boy, you really do look just like His Majesty. What are you saying, Lambert?
I am heading to Dusker, and before you start, nothing you could say would change my mind. You worry too much, my friend. So far, relations with Dusker
Dimitri's dad's a
have gone
good-looking dude.
smoothly, wouldn't you say? You, of all people, should appreciate how critical these negotiations are.
Of course I do, but for the king himself to make the journey, you must admit that it's dangerous. And His Highness is still so young. If the worst should happen...
Even if the worst should happen, he would be okay. He's a smart boy, Rodrigue. Even if he should lose his father, I have no doubt that he will grow to be a good and respectable man.
And not a crazy pirate who sees ghosts.
However, if he ever starts down the wrong path, and I am not here to set him straight, I am trusting you to do so in my stead, old friend. Promise me.
Lambert, my promise.
What do you want?
Where are you going?
It doesn't concern you.
It does.
Get out of my way. No.
You're going to Embar, aren't you? Do you really think that will appease the dead?
Silence! You have no idea what you're talking about. Death is the end. No matter how much lingering regret a person has, after death, they are powerless. They cannot even wish for revenge, much less seek it out. Hatred, regret, those burdens fall on the shoulders of those who are left behind. And so I must continue down this path. I already told you as much. It is far too late to stop.
There must be another way.
Do not waste your breath with some nonsense about how I should move on with my life for their sake. That is merely the logic of the living. It's meaningless. Those who died with lingering regret, they will not loose their hold on me so easily. But you seem to have all the answers. So tell me, Professor. Please tell me. How do I silence their desperate pleas? How do I save them? Ever since that day 9 years ago, I have lived only to avenge the fallen. Even my time at the Officers' Academy was also that I could secure my revenge and clear away the regret of the dead. It was the only thing that kept me alive. My only reason to keep moving forward.
You must forgive yourself.
But then who or what should I live for?
Live for what you believe in.
What I believe in? Rodrigue said the same thing. But is it possible? I am a murderous monster. My hands are stained red. Could one such as I truly hope for such a life? As the sole survivor of that day, do I have the right to live for myself? Your hands are so warm. Have they always been?
Well, that was some heavy shit.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Heartstring Moon. The King's Triumphant Return. Following the death of Rodrigue, Dimitri begins to question his desire for revenge. His troubled mind turns to the kingdom capital and how he might end the chaos plaguing Fargus once and for all.
Our victory at Gronder was certainly a turning point for us. However, Rodrigue's death has been difficult to bear. We've lost considerable military strength and resources.
Is there no way to secure more soldiers?
If we split up the soldiers currently defending the monastery, we should have sufficient numbers to invade the Empire. But even then...
Your Highness, you should be resting. Your wounds are still healing.
I am well, I assure you. More importantly, may I have a moment of your time? Thank you. I wish to apologize to all of you. I have led you down this dark path with me, and have caused so much suffering along the way. I cannot tell you how sorry I am for my behavior. There is no apology I could offer that would be sufficient.
And how do you intend to make up for my father's death?
Felix, I realize words alone are not enough to repent, but I fear they are all I have.
I'm not after more empty words. I want you to speak through your actions.
I know that no amount of regret can ever bring back the lives we have lost. I know that well. It is like patching up a tear with a different material. Things can never be as they were. The best I can hope for is to make things whole again. I wish to do the right thing from now on. That is why I have made a decision. I intend to take back the kingdom capital. I wish to save our people. Those who I turned my back on for far too long. To follow my heart and do the right thing. That is the only way I can atone for my sins.
Your Highness.
If we can win back Ferdiad, it will give us the advantage in our war against the Empire. As one who has served the royal family for ages, know that your words bring me great joy and pride. That said, I must point out that if we make for Ferdiad, the Emperor's head will slip further out of reach. Can you live with that? I still hold hatred in my heart for her, and for the ones responsible for the tragedy. That I will carry with me until death. But my life is my own. It belongs to no one else, and it is high time that I started living for what I believe in. I will no longer allow the voices of the dead to bind me. This is something that I must do. No. Something that I am choosing to do. I will accomplish my aim, even if it means risking my life to do so.
Understood, Your Highness. So, any objections?
Count me in.
You are correct. We cannot afford to die in vain by recklessly challenging the Empire.
I'm worried about Lady Rhea. But if this is the choice you've made, I support it.
Honestly, I couldn't
I
care
am
about
at
her
your
at this
command, Your
point.
Highness. I will follow you anywhere.
My sword is at your service, Your Highness.
I'll help too. The people in Ferdiad need us.
Fine, I'll help you, in my father's stead. But in return, you must win. You know that, don't you, Dimitri?
I do. And I swear on my father's lance that we will prevail. Then it is decided. It seems this war council has much to discuss. Our next stop is Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. For the future of Fargus.
Hooray, Dimitri's not crazy anymore, maybe? Alright, support time, and then I'm gonna call it for now. I got a Luigi's Mansion 3 stream to do.
He's always with that man from Dusker. How strange.
I'll bet he used some dirty tricks to gain his favor. That's how those scoundrels from Dusker operate.
What a pleasant conversation you seem to be having. May I join? Please, continue.
Oh, Your Highness, I was just...
I said continue.
I'm sorry, Your Highness!
Such foolishness runs rampant. I fear it is the reality of Fargus for now.
It must appear strange to them, to see me always in your company.
Does it bother you to do?
Of course not. However...
Let me guess. You take exception to the gossip that you use dirty tricks to obtain your position. Is that it?
That does perturb me, but not for my own sake. I am concerned about your Highness's reputation.
We're not talking about my feelings, but yours. As far as I'm concerned, those fools can talk nonsense until their tongues fall out.
I am afraid I cannot agree. But if you were not concerned for your honor in this instance, then why did you intervene?
Because it is my duty to do so. The day my father was killed, I saw the swine who did it. They were not of Dusker. I saw that, knew it beyond a doubt, and yet I was unable to prevent the massacre that followed. Nor could I clear away the dishonor of regicide that has unjustly clung to you and your people. I will not rest until I make up for that. I owe you. just as I owe the spirits of those I let die.
I do consider Fargus to be abhorrent, but you are an exception. You offered me your hand, and pulled me out from an abyss of suffering and death. You risked your life to save a foreigner you had never met. The moment you extended your hand, I decided that only for your sake would I live the remainder of my life, and I would cast it aside in an instant if my death were to your benefit. For that reason, I cannot consider myself your friend. There are still many in the kingdom who despise the people of Duscur. It would be selfish of me to stand by your side as an equal.
To do.
Your Highness?
Do you really believe I care one bit about the chatter of the ignorant?
Of course not. Please forgive my impudence.
I understand the intention of your words. Still, they grieve me. If you wish it so, you may continue to think of yourself as my vassal. I clearly cannot stop you. We need not be anything more or anything less. If that is what you wish to do, so be it.
Your Highness.
Now for Dedue and Ash.
You don't like to talk much, huh, Dedue?
Not
I
really.
am not skilled in conversation.
Any particular reason?
Reason? I am only here at the monastery because this is where His Highness wishes me to be. Many here are frightened of me, disgusted by me. I grow weary of it.
That makes sense. A lot of people hate Duscur. They think all kinds of terrible things. Some of them even think you kidnap and eat people.
We sound like true monsters.
Why are you smiling? Shouldn't it make you angry?
I suppose.
If those people would just talk to you, I'm sure they'd change their minds. I'll admit that when I first got here, I found you kind of intimidating. I didn't know if it was okay to talk to you. I hesitated. But like I said before, I just wanted to get to know you. And now that I have, I'm not scared at all.
I am not very good at interesting conversation.
We can work on that. Tell me about Duscur. What was your hometown like?
Calm. More forested than Fargus. Each town had a specialty. Smithing, fishing. You would be better off reading about it in a book.
Okay, maybe you're right. But answer me one thing. You're a great cook and you learned at home. Why don't you make more Duscur-style food?
As we have established, people hate Duscur. Food by itself may be harmless, but it is better not to sow seeds of discontent.
Ah. But the cuisine of Duscur is delicious. I'd really like to try more of it.
I am pleased to hear you say so.
Dedue and Annette.
Forgive me.
It's fine. Honestly, it's pretty funny when you think about it.
I did not expect the horse to react so violently when I approached.
No kidding. And I didn't expect the two of us to get covered in hay.
Animals have never taken to me. It must be as you said. My face is the problem. I have not honed my smile well enough. I deeply regret the trouble I've caused you.
Don't be ridiculous. And especially don't be sad. It's no trouble at all, I promise. Everyone makes mistakes. Isn't that what you've been trying to teach me?
Yes, I suppose so.
It does look like this will take a while to clean up. But if we work together, it'll be done in no time.
I am truly sorry.
Don't apologize. When it's your turn for stable duty, I'm happy to help.
Really?
Sure. And in return, you can help me out when I'm on kitchen duty.
Of course.
By the way, I tried out all that stuff you mentioned before, about how to not be a scatterbrain. I'm still pretty hopeless, but thanks to you, I'm making fewer mistakes. It's probably not a good idea for me to be left alone around knives and boiling water, though. That's why it'll be really nice knowing you have my back.
You have changed.
Huh?
You no longer fear approaching me for help. You simply ask. And now, when the need arises, I will rely on you, too.
My goodness, I have so many! The Dew has quite a bit, too.
Are you injured?
Dedu, saving the day again?
Apologies.
I'm the one who owes you an apology. You've saved my life how many times now? If I keep being so callous, I'll seem ungrateful.
No matter.
But
I'm accustomed to it.
I'm sorry, Dedu.
Why?
Because the way I speak to you is unnecessarily harsh. The truth of it is, I lost someone very dear to me in Dusker. The punishment came swift to your people, and when I heard of the slaughters, well, I thought it was a punishment well earned. I thought the people cruel and heartless, deserving of the tragedy that ultimately befell them. But you're different. You seem nothing like the people of whom I speak. So why not speak back against how I and so many others feel? Why not question this unfair prejudice and tell me I haven't the right to hold a grudge against you? If you just speak to me, if you tell me the truth about all of this.
I do not know the truth of it myself. His Highness says the tragedy was not the fault of my people. But just like anywhere, there were many different people in Dusker. Some very good, and others very bad. It is not unimaginable that some may have conspired to take part in that wickedness. Perhaps we are merely victims. Or perhaps we are regicidal monsters.
Whatever the truth of it is, you are not to blame. The people I hate are the ones who were responsible for that whole mess. You just got caught up in all of it.
Ingrid.
You've rushed to my side. You've saved me countless times. I am sorry for how I've treated you. Truly.
If you think of me as your ally, that will suffice. For me, that is enough.
Flane and Felix, oh god.
Spectacular work, Felix!
Why are you here? You're interrupting.
Oh, my apologies. I simply thought you were doing a great job. Just how sharp is that blade of yours, Felix? Do you imagine you might be able to cut something cleanly with it?
Probably.
Wonderful. I have a special request for you then.
Cut this fish for me.
You want me to cut this firewood?
I do. I shall toss them one by one to you, and you shall make a sweeping blow to slice them.
Sounds like a chore.
I saw a knight do it once, so surely you can as well. Or perhaps you are worried that you are not capable.
What? I am more than capable.
Right. Show me what you are made of. Here it comes.
Doing them one by one is tedious. Just throw them all at once.
What?
All of them, if you insist. Here we go. Wow, you truly are spectacular.
I know.
You are undoubtedly the most revered woodcutter in all the land. Now I am intrigued. Next time, let us try an even larger woodpile.
Why did I agree to this?
Dimitri and Astro Boy.
Your Highness, sorry, I mean Dimitri. Would you, do you want to train together today?
Ash, of course, I'm glad you asked. Meet me at the
What a
training ground this
transformation.
evening after we've finished our tasks for the day. I'll be waiting. And afterward, let's plan on dinner. We'll certainly have worked up an appetite.
Oh, yes, I suppose, I mean, sure, that is, it would be my pleasure to dine with you? I mean,
Ash.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm just no good at this. I'll do my best to improve.
Are you still worrying over what I said to you before?
I'm trying to do as you asked, but it's just completely against my nature.
Trust me, I understand the urge to show respect where it is due. However, that is not the case here. Yes, I was brought up in a different family and raised in a different way, but otherwise, you and I are the same.
That all makes sense, Your Highness. But I just can't bring myself to speak to you in such a casual way. Sure, when you get right down to it, royalty like you and common folk like me, we're all just people. But the common folk still rely on the nobility to keep the peace and to keep them safe. Commoners pay the price for that in taxes and respect. That's what Lenato says.
Or what he
I
said.
suppose I can understand
killed
that
him.
point of view. But the flaw in your logic is that I am not officially the king just yet.
But that's not all there is to it.
Hmm?
I also respect you as a person. You carry the weight of the whole kingdom on your shoulders. You're a faultless warrior, and you're always so kind to your allies, even me.
On all accounts, I can say the same of you. But you also have a strong heart. I can't say that about myself. No matter the circumstance, you are never drawn toward darkness. That mindset of yours has done me well on countless occasions.
Well, I do my best. So I guess mutual respect between us is what's really the most appropriate.
Precisely. Which means there's never any need to be nervous or uncomfortable around one another. It seems we may have circled back to where we started with this conversation, but let's at least agree that we both should learn to bend a bit. How's that sound?
All right. Let's start from the beginning then. Would you like to train with me today, Your Highness?
Of course, Ash. Come at me with everything you've got. Mercedes, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but will you lend me a hand?
What can I do for you? Oh, is the cuff of your overcoat still torn? Mending that shouldn't be a problem at all.
It's pathetic, I know, but I fear my sewing skills are... well, as you can see, they're just about non-existent.
Goodness, you must have been concerned when I tore your cuff.
Ah, well... that is to say... would you please teach me to sew? I hear you're rather amazing at it.
Of course I'll teach you. Don't look so heartbroken.
You will? Thank you. Oh, I owe you for this.
I'll go get my sewing kit. You wait here. I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I've never seen, well, it's just a bit...
No need to dance around the issue. You're fed up with my clumsy efforts, aren't you?
I thought you might end up bending some needles if you tried mending this on your own, but... how did you manage to break a pair of scissors?
I'm so sorry, really. I try to be careful, but with delicate work like this, I just can't seem to manage.
There's no need to apologize. But you must have been uncomfortable making your way here with this tear.
My inability to control my own strength is humiliating. Of course I'm useless at needlework.
No giving up on yourself. You just have to practice, that's all. No matter how difficult something is, if you keep at it and don't give up, then you're sure to improve. Isn't that what you told me?
Right you are. To give in to despair isn't like me. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'm ready to give it another go.
Great! I'm glad to hear it. First things first, let's make sure the needle is actually threaded this time.
No! I bent another one.
Aw, Dimitri's trying to learn how to sew.
Your Highness, I have a little favor to ask of you.
Of course. How may I be of assistance?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me about my father. I imagine he was a very different man at home than he was at work.
Ah, so you wish to hear about the Gustav that I knew. As you know, he was a knight who served the royal family since my grandfather's reign. To me, he was a teacher of martial arts and tactics. He was someone I depended on since I was a small child. But he was also a very stern and strict instructor.
That doesn't surprise me. He was much the same at home. He'd chide us if we made mistakes, whether it was with cooking or even how we spoke. I feel like we can talk like this because of our time at the academy. But if you saw me speaking so casually to you, oh my goodness, he would probably faint.
Is that so? Funny. I suppose in front of his family he felt the need to demonstrate proper etiquette.
Wait, are you saying that's not how he was around you?
Even all these years later, there's something I recall with perfect clarity. It happened in the autumn of my 11th year. Before the break of dawn, he woke me suddenly. Said he'd heard a disturbance and had me grab my bow. Then he sent me and a fellow pupil loose on a dark mountain. Our only directive was to go catch a deer. As you well know, autumn in the capital is very cold. Now, imagine being up on the mountain at night with no idea what might jump out from the shadows. That, in a nutshell, is the Gustav I knew.
I can hardly imagine that. He was completely different with me.
I recall one other defining detail. He used to speak of you at every possible opportunity.
Really? What would he say about me?
Are you sure you want to know? There's one story he used to tell from when you were very small.
No, stop! It's probably too embarrassing to bear. Is it?
Perhaps.
Look, I'll promise to forget the stories he told me about you if you return the favor. Deal?
Yes, that seems the only thing to do. It's a promise.
Aw, we don't get to hear embarrassing stories.
Ingrid, I've been doing some thinking, and it occurs to me that I owe you an apology.
What? Why do you seem so serious?
In a just world, you would be happily married to Glenn. He truly loved you. And it's clear that you care deeply for him as well. But on that awful night, he died right before my eyes. I could do nothing to prevent it. In a way, I'm responsible for you losing the joyous future that should have been yours. I know my words can change nothing, but I'm so sorry, Ingrid.
No, Your Highness. There's no need to apologize. Glenn's death, it still doesn't feel real. I always looked up to Glenn. He was the very picture of a perfect knight, noble and virtuous. In the end, he laid down his life, the ultimate sacrifice. I feel proud of him in ways that words can't quantify.
Proud? Truly?
That's right. I feel proud that he died for those he was sworn to protect. Proud that he passed from this realm to the next as a perfect knight.
Are you really trying to turn his needless death into an ideal to uphold? You and he are so alike.
Needless death? How can you say that? Glenn gave his life for you, for everyone, and this is how you speak of his sacrifice?
You weren't there. You didn't witness his last moments. If you had, you wouldn't feel that way.
I don't care to hear your interpretation of his final moments. He was and will always be an ideal knight.
Sorry, I was checking Pokemon Go while this was going on and I forgot I didn't have the sound all the way down.
He served in your guard. He took great pride in what he did, in protecting you. The very least you can do is not spit on his memory. If you'll excuse me.
What's the matter with me?
Sorry, didn't mean to make this seem like it wasn't interesting, but you know, sometimes I like to multitask during these cutscenes.
Oh, are you on cooking duty today, Flame? That's unusual.
Indeed I am. I have been working away on this meal for hours now. The only thing is, each time it is my turn to tend to the meals, those in the dining hall seem to miraculously become very busy and evacuate the premises. I make the food, but nobody is ever here to eat it. I do not understand what the issue is. It is such a waste. Even my brother seems to evaporate every time I am in the kitchen. It is quite peculiar.
Well, you're in luck. I've just finished training and am positively ravenous. If you don't mind, I'd love to sample your cooking.
Really? I mean... yes, please, have some. It is not perfect, but I am certain it will taste quite nice all the same.
I'm sure it will be great. Thank you, Flame. There were a few suspiciously crunchy bits here and there, but other than that, it was fine.
You liked it? Wow, nobody has ever liked anything I've cooked. If I cannot get anyone else to eat this meal, though, it is going to spoil and go to waste. It is no secret to me that I am not very good at cooking.
Say, Flame, may I have a second helping?
You actually want more?
Of course. I wouldn't want it to go to waste after all the effort you put in. This kind of mishap can happen to anyone, you know? Don't let it get you down. Besides, I can tell you put a lot of love and dedication into preparing this food for everyone. That alone makes it taste good.
There is no need for false flattery. The few times I have asked my brother whether or not he enjoyed my cooking, he could not even give me a straight answer. My own brother!
I speak nothing short of the truth, always. It was delicious, and I look forward to eating it again sometime. I'll agree there's no need to make enough for everyone, though. If you like, you could just cook enough for me.
Perhaps. I hope you enjoy the rest of the meal.
That was cute. Now for Dimitri and Gustav.
Gustav. It has been 8 years since I last called you by that name.
Your Highness, I must deeply apologize for leaving the kingdom without permission. There
is no need to explain, old friend. I can guess at your reasons. The tragedy of Duscur. You felt responsible for that incident and sought respite in the goddess, abandoning your name, rank, and homeland in repentance. Am I right?
I have no excuses to offer. It was all I could think to do.
I always knew you for a pious man, and I figured that if you were to leave, this is where you would end up. You have changed much. Your face does not have the same resolve it once did.
If I may, Your Highness, you have changed as well.
I can't disagree.
It was my duty to protect His Majesty, your father. Naturally, that also included Lady Patricia and yourself as well.
My father and mother are gone. No amount of regret will bring them back.
My dreams are haunted by the thought that, had I arrived at Duscur more swiftly...
You saved my life at Duscur. I have only gratitude for you, no blame to speak of. I wish for you to remain in the kingdom, Gustav, even after this conflict is over. I need your strength to help rebuild the ravaged land that Fargus has become.
Please, I beg your forgiveness, but there is no place left for me in that land.
I see. Though much has changed, your stubbornness remains. I have no desire to trouble you. If you do not wish to return, that is your choice to make. But I do advise you to at least visit the place of your birth, if only for your family's sake.
Yes, Your Highness. Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
My god, there's so much.
lucky that we were assigned to clean this ancient tower.
Well, it's not a pleasant job, but someone has to do it.
With all the windows boarded up, it's so dark. And there are strange noises. Like that noise. What was that? A rat? Tell me it was a rat.
Better than a ghost.
You're not scared of ghosts, are you, Ash? I didn't think you'd be.
You haven't seen what I've seen. Ah!
Ah! Oh no! What was that noise?
It's okay. It's just the wind blowing the door shut. Oh no, the latch is rusted. It won't budge.
What? You mean we're trapped in here?
I'm sorry. I didn't think to prop the door open.
Don't worry about that now. We need to think of a way out of here.
Well, what if we were to pry the boards off the windows?
Yes, that! We can do it in no time.
Oh, there's something on my face!
Calm down, Ash. It's a cobweb. Just a cobweb. We've got to pull ourselves together. Now, which of the windows should we check? I can't stand it here in the pitch dark.
Oh, I've got one here. Stand back. Oh, we made it.
I wouldn't want to go through that again. For a moment there, I didn't think we'd make it out alive. No. Oh, wait! I've lost it. It's gone.
What is it?
The doll my father gave me. Oh, I must have dropped it.
In the tower? Are you going back for it?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've been meaning to throw it out for a while now.
Are you sure? If it was a gift from your father...
Yes, but it can't be helped. Let's just get back to the monastery.
Right.
Well, that sure was something.
Hey there, Flane. I thought I'd drop by and see if you'd care for a...
Now, just a moment, Sylvain.
Oh, I think I've seen this one. Never mind. Mercedes and Annette now have A.
Do you have a moment?
Is this about what happened when we were shopping? If so, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Not so fast. I haven't properly apologized yet. So, I'm sorry. I got scared. Imagine if something bad happened to you because of me.
Mercy.
You would have just run away if you were on your own, wouldn't you? Instead, you acted defensively because I was there. I dragged you down.
Mercy, you're upsetting me. How dare you say that you dragged me down? You know why I was acting so recklessly? Because I wanted to protect my best friend in the whole world.
Annie.
Do you remember when we first enrolled at the academy? It seemed like everyone was leagues ahead of us and so far out of reach. I felt completely hopeless. But because you were there, I didn't lose hope. So, don't say stupid things about how you dragged me down or how you don't deserve things.
Thank you for saying that. And again, I'm sorry. You're just so important to me. I know I could never find another friend like you. You stayed by my side through thick and thin. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me.
Mercy, can we be friends again?
Of course, Annie. Friends forever.
Good. I don't know what I would have done if we hadn't found a way to make up.
I'm sorry. I should have said something sooner.
No, I'm the one who should have stopped being so stubborn and said something. You know, now that everything's as it should be, I'm suddenly starving.
That's just like you. Come, let's go for tea.
Ooh, let's! And we should have some Mercy-baked sweets on the side. I think I love you more than just about anything in the world.
You do? Oh, Annie, you're too sweet.
Not as sweet as your baking. I love your baking more than anything in the world, too. other than you.
Oh, would you just
I'm
both
always
just
happy
kiss
to bake
already?
for you, Annie. I'm so happy to have you back.
Well, Mercedes is bisexual, so maybe they could hook up at the end. Because if you raise individual ranks between characters enough, they hook up at the end, I believe, right?
Why did this have to happen? Getting separated from my own troop. I'm a failure as a commander. It's already almost sunset. My wounds are aching, and I'm so hungry. Maybe I'm just gonna die right here. But no! That's such a pathetic way to die. I wonder if the rest of my soldiers are okay. I'm so worried about them.
Up and at 'em, Annette. There you go.
Caspar? What are you doing here? I was wounded in the forest, lost sight of my troop. I wandered around and it... Oh, where is everyone?
Calm down, you got nothing to worry about. They're fine. My men retrieved the rest of your unit. You're the one we've been worried about. How you feeling? Are you hurt? You've got a pretty painful looking wound on your leg.
Oh, I'm alright. Though I might have trouble running.
If you say so. I gotta admit, I got the chills when I heard you were missing. Your soldiers told me what happened. I was only able to find you thanks to them. You've got a good troop there. You should be proud. What's wrong, Annette? Not feeling so good after all?
No, that's not it. I was just thinking about what a hopeless commander I am. It's my job to look after my soldiers, but they ended up having to look out for me. If I'm this hopeless, I shouldn't be out there at all.
What are you talking about? I don't know anyone around here who works harder than you. You put your all into your work and everyone knows it. Why do you think your soldiers are so loyal?
Caspar.
There's no way they'd do so much for you if they didn't see it in you. Come on, let's head back. I'll help you if you're having trouble walking. Your soldiers are worried about you. Go show them you're doing just fine.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Caspar.
No problem. Just remember that it's okay to make mistakes, as long as you're learning from them. All right, time for some more... Oh, Petra. Hi.
Caspar, do you want to train with each other?
Yeah, sure.
You have had new training recently, and great improvements. I want great improvement too. Will you give me help?
Well, hey, look at that. You pay more attention than I gave you credit for. I have been trying new training methods. They're definitely paying off. My movements are much sharper lately, more precise.
I am knowing that. I want that too. You teach, I learn. We both get more strength. It will be greatness.
All right. I mean, I guess we can give it a shot. Petra?
Yes, Caspar?
No, never mind. Sorry. I was just thinking about something else. Nothing at all. Let's train.
I heard a question in your voice. Say it.
No. It's really nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I will not be worrying. Can we begin the training?
Ah, fine. We can talk about it if you insist. You can stop pretending like you don't know.
What am I knowing?
About my father.
Your father? He is of the military in the Empire. I hear he has great skill.
No, not that. Well, it's kind of about that. I'm talking about when Dagda and Bridget invaded the Empire. My father led the Empire's army that fended off the invaders. Your father was in that battle. Did you really not know? My father killed yours.
You... How long have you had this knowing?
I just found out recently. I had no idea before then. But it's all I've been able to think about since.
So, now you have the truth.
Petra? Damn it. What am I supposed to do now?
Ah, fuck, that's awkward as hell. Like, if you thought, Raphael's parents dying because they went in Ignaz's parents' stead was awkward, that's even worse. Oh, I think I'm on the last one, finally. I think I've been at this for like a half hour. Probably more.
It would certainly be nice to go for a stroll with someone.
Oh, you know what? I think I've seen this one. Raphael and Flame? Definitely have seen that one. Holy crap. Alright. Well, I'm gonna come back when there is, stuff to do. Stuff that's not exploring in his actual story. I was gonna stream, but like it's so close to 9 o'clock where I am right now. I'm thinking about taking today to just get as much of the Blue Lions done as possible, and then move on to my Black Eagles run already. And then I would at least like to finish Fire Emblem Three Houses before Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind comes out. I don't think I'm going to finish it by the end of the year, unless Christine wants to stream it like every single night that she's here. But I don't think that's going to work. So, yeah, I'm going to try and finish this at least in January. But we're going to give it a shot. Alright, see you guys next time when there's more important stuff happening. Hannah would like to speak with me. Sure.
How are you doing, Professor? Would you care to join me for a cup of tea?
Okay.
It occurs to me that whenever we chat, I have a tendency to pester you with my questions and theories about your history. It seems only fair to speak on the topic of myself for once. And perhaps you might feel more positively inclined toward my research if I shared my own story.
So you just want me to help with your research?
Not at all. I am quite honest in my motivations. Well, I suppose I should begin at the beginning, eh? I was born into a noble house of the Empire. Not a large house, mind you, but noble all the same. Our land holdings were small, but our bloodline was quite strong. So, as you can imagine, there were many of us in the family who carried the power of crests. I myself bear a minor crest. Our family's abundance of crests may be part of the reason I've been interested in the topic since I was just a boy. I dedicated myself to my studies, and after years of effort, I became lead crest scholar at the Empire's largest research institution.
You gave that up to come here?
My research is more important than social standing in the Empire. There I had only Imperial blood, and thus Imperial crests at hand. So I came to Garrick Mach and devoted myself to my research during my time as a professor. My progress is slow, but with each revelation, I move ever closer to the answers I have sought for decades. Your cooperation as the bearer of the Crest of Flames ensures my research will continue to advance. In fact, it may bring me ever closer to the goal of uncovering everything there is to know about crests. I do hope you shall continue helping me advance in this field of study.
If you insist.
Together, we will solve the mystery of your Crest of Flames, and our world will be the better for it. Shall we proceed? My lab instruments are fully prepared. I have a great number of tests I'm excited to carry out. No, don't worry. They won't hurt one bit.
Ingrid wants to speak with me now. Sure.
Apologies for bothering you so late. I just really wanted to speak with you.
I'm happy to listen.
Thank you. You see, I've been feeling conflicted about my future. It may seem petty to worry about such things in the middle of a war like this.
I don't think it's petty.
This isn't something I open up about with many people. Feeling such a sense of inner turmoil while a war rages on, and others are fighting with all they have, well, it feels a little selfish. The truth is, I've wanted to be a knight ever since I was a small child. Not just any knight, like one you might find serving within the castle guard, but a true knight, one serving a master. However, my father has always had different plans for me. He wants me to marry, for the benefit of the Galatea family.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Defying my father feels wrong. I've seen how he's struggled over the years. His burden has always been far greater than any I've had to bear myself. While he fed me extravagant meals, he subsisted on meager portions and watered-down soups. He never once complained, even though he must have been starving. Knowing his sacrifices, I've never been able to tell him of my dream of becoming a knight. Now that this war has begun, my father has allowed me to fight for my homeland. But even if I do become a knight, I feel an unease deep within me. I fear I will never escape this guilt I carry, that I have shunned my duty as a noble.
Could you not have found a way to do both?
To follow both my dream and my duty? I had never considered that as an option. Perhaps there is a way. Even with the academy days long behind us, you're still a professor through and through. Always listening to others' troubles and offering up your wisdom. I really am grateful for all that you do for us, Professor. I hope you'll always be here as a guide to everyone. I know I myself would appreciate that deeply.
Manuela now too?
So I said, two can play at that game.
Pretty sure I've seen this one. Let's have a tea party with it, and I haven't done one of these in a while.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Whew, it's piping hot. Okay. Okay. Huh? Wow.
She likes food.
Huh?
She hates the view from the bridge.
Thanks.
I gave it a shot. Nothing I can do. Wow, these supports are flying off the handle.
Oh, hi, Professor.
You look down.
Do you remember what we talked about before? About doing my best to not do my best? Well, I've been pretty busy recently, and despite my best efforts, I've been trying way too hard. I was busy all day yesterday with training and work. I just couldn't help myself. That's why I decided to take a day off today. It's just, now that I have a day off, I don't know what to do with myself. Please, you have to help me. What should I do?
Have a nap.
I tried that. I couldn't calm down enough to fall asleep. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm cut out for not doing my best. Oh! You're a professor. You must know some secret technique for deep relaxation, right? If you do, please teach me. I'm begging you. I'm at my wit's end.
Have a cup of tea.
Got it. I'll try that right now. This candy is so sweet and delicious, and it goes so well with piping hot tea.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I told you to have tea.
Speaking of the tea, your brewing skills are incredible. I'd love to be able to make such nice tea, but... Oh, Professor, will you teach me how to brew tea like this? I'll do my best to learn, and then I'll make delicious tea for you as thanks.
This is doing your best.
Sorry. Back to my old tricks, it seems. Oh, why is it so difficult to not do my best? I try and try to not try, but it just doesn't work.
Just be yourself.
Professor? You're right. Doing nothing is just not my style. To be myself, I've got to do my best every day.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Then you really must teach me how to make such delicious tea. You will, won't you? Please. Oh, and also, well, thank you. You've listened to me and helped me face my troubles. Now I feel like I can talk to you about anything. Honestly, I wish we could go on drinking tea like this forever.
Support level A. And then if you reach support level S, you could drink tea with her as much as you want. No paralogs, huh? Alright. We're gonna be skipping ahead to the next